In this video, we're going to be going through the new updates of SUNO, particularly around so much more control about how you can extract stems, how you can edit the existing songs that you're working on, as well as extended upload. So let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Barry from Music Tech Info. I hope you are doing well today. So SUNO has launched brand new features, which we're going to look at in this video. Now, I've always said, whenever featuring these AI music tools, whether it's SUNO, UGO, Refusion or others, that it's all about having more control as a musician myself. And when we get to that level, then it's going to be so much more useful for us musicians or producers because we're able to change what we want. And I feel that we've just leaped forward with that with SUNO. This has really made a difference from my point of view. So, this is available for Pro and Premier users, just to let you know first of all. So it says a whole new level of creative control. Unlock your inner artist. At any skill level, start with a melody, phrase or full song, then break it open. Split stems, play with the song structure, rewrite lyrics, remix the vibe. Creative control is at your fingertips. I mean, that is just massive. If we have a look at this stem extraction example here, look at this. You know, typically we'd use like AI splitter tools to do this for us. And there was always an element of certain stem extractions, but this is just like on another level. There's also song editor. Look at this, how you can add a brand new section to a song. You can move a section. You can extend and create a new extension. That's really cool. And extended uploads as well. Which I think is up to 8 minutes long. This is something that the community has been crying out for some time. So also what I wanted to show you very quickly, it gives you a bit more info here. So with the upgraded song editor, you can reorder, rewrite and remake your track sections by section directly from the waveform. Stem extraction splits your tracks into 12 clean stems. It's not always going to be perfect from experience. However, again, this is the worst it's going to get. This is a huge upgrade in terms of stem extraction because you can also preview and download them, and you've got a whole user interface about that, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, extended uploads lets you bring in full songs up to 8 minutes and start building from your own sound, whether it's a finished track or a single riff. And with creative sliders, you can fine-tune how weird, structured or reference-driven your generations get. So every track lands how you want. Now, as well as that, there is a remix feature which happened previously, which I don't think I've featured. With remix, you can flip tracks from across SUNO, not just your own. You can tap the ellipse button and choose cover, extend or reuse prompt to make it yours. See every remix made from a track, trace originals and control if your songs can be remixed. And on the create a remix section, I don't think it takes me there, does it? Okay, you can do that on an existing track anyway. That allows it anyway. So you've got a remix function here. And then that will take me here where you can put in whatever lyrics you want to, or even make it instrumental if you want to. You can upload, record, you can add personas, which I've gone through on previous videos. So yeah, lots of functionality, but I'm not going to go into that now because I wanted to go through the other stuff. So what we're going to have a look at first is stem extraction. Okay, now let me have a quick look at a decent song that I've done. There's quite a lot going on with this, and there's a lot of different instruments. So what you do is you go to get stems. Now you've got vocals and instrumental if that's just what you want to extract, or there's all detected stems. So I'm going to click on that. Again, this is for Pro users. Now, all detected stems get up to 12 separated instrument or vocal stems. Now the catch is, it costs 50 credits to do that. Whether that will change in the future, I don't know. And that is a lot of credits, but for the purposes of this video, that's what I'm going to click on now. Okay. Now it gives two different versions because it's using AI to extract the stems and it wants you to be happy with the outputs. Okay. So it gives you two different versions of it. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to wait until that's done. That hasn't actually taken as long as I expected. That's quite probably about, I don't know, 40 seconds. So look at this. We have so many. We've got lead vocals and backing vocals. Now that is a huge deal for me because whenever I've used AI tools to extract stems before, it's just vocals in its entirety. And having backing vocals is really good. So that's nice to see. You've got drums, bass, guitar, synth, other, and brass. Okay, so they're represented by those little logos here. So that's version 1. Version 2, typical, I'll click pause and then it does it straight away. Again, what you can do is you can go through that. This is offering less. There's no brass in here. So I'm just going to keep to version 1. And what we're going to do is you can click the space bar to play. So I'm going to solo just the lead vocals. There we go. Always finds its way, guiding me through nights of great sleep. Okay, so it hasn't done it's not 100% perfect. Okay, there's still some merging on some stems. Like I was really impressed that there wasn't anything showing up on that at the time. That's huge. That is such a step forward in terms of where we were before. And that's really cool from a producer because you can then use what you want. You could mute certain things. You can download all if you want to, or you can download individually on the right here. On the ellipse button, you're able to choose various things. Now, be aware it's defaulted to MP3, which is the fast download, small file, but low quality. Okay, so the WAV files is large files and high quality. So make sure you change that when you're downloading because you want the best quality that you can. And you click on download all, and then it does its thing. Now, it does say preparing may take a while, so just bear with it. And often it'll go into your, if you're using Chrome, it'll go into the download section at the top right. By the way, if you're interested in AI music, make sure you give this a like and a subscribe if you're interested, because that's what I like to follow. I follow SUNO, UGO Refusion, other AI music tools, other tools, and even Web3 stuff for musicians. So here we are. So I'm just going to double click on the stems. And then you have it. But look at this, it's done even more. Is there anything on Woodwind? Let me just double click and just load up Audacity just to have a quick look at that. Because that wasn't in the interface. No, it wasn't there. Perhaps it limits it on the interface to just so many, to maybe the more dominant sounding ones. But then it'll extract everything. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's the best extraction I've come across, actually. Give it a second to load. Okay, it hasn't found anything anyway in that. It would be nice if AI detected that there's absolutely nothing in there and just not include it. Maybe in the future release. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stems. That's pretty amazing. And again, remember what I said, if you're not happy with version 1, there's still version 2, which is a different AI extraction technique that it'll use. So that's really cool. So now what we've got is this SUNO song editor. And this is what I'm quite interested in, to be fair. Make a selection to start editing, rearrange, rewrite, and make your music uniquely yours. So try now. Wow. So here we are. So this is the learn section, okay? And this is like tooltips, if you like. So you've got change lyrics or melodies, which is what it's doing here. So you can simply drag, and then you can change the lyrics on the left. You can add a brand new section if you want to with the plus button. You can extend your song. You can also rearrange your song just by dragging or splitting or whatever you want to do. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad it's got this because it's not the most, when it's new, it's not always the easiest thing to do. And you can even extract stems from here as well. So I'm going to hide tips. So what we've got is we've got our track here. Interestingly, we've got a fade on here, an option of a fade in and a fade out option. I think that's great to have because normally I'd have to put it in Audacity to do that. So the fact that that option's here is really cool, and then you can slide that fade in. That's really good. So actually I probably would have a fade in on that, wouldn't I? Because it's quite a dominant start. There we go. Listen to that. That's amazing. That's enough. That's all I need. So that's really cool. So you've got the different sections here. So you've got intro, verse 1, verse 2, chorus, bridge, verse 3, and chorus. So you're able to slide to where you want to, and it'll stick. So it'll go back to where it was. And that's pretty cool. You can even shorten the intro and it'll make a suggestion of where it thinks it's the best to kind of stop. But you can stop it wherever you want, to be fair. You can zoom in as well. So you've got zoom in on the bottom. You've got auto save, which is something to really be conscious of, which is great, auto save, right? Because if you press the wrong button, you've kind of haven't lost everything. But you've got reset all. And you've got an undo button and a redo button here. So they've really thought about this, which is really good to see. You've got a loop if you really just want to focus. You can go forward to the next section, so it'll just skip to the next section for you. You've got beats per minute on here. Now, it's not allowing me to change it. That may be something that comes in the future, but certainly it's good to see the beats per minute of how it changes. So that's quite interesting. You've got here we are. So you've got custom beats per minute, which is consistent, and the original beats per minute, which is what it's currently set as, which may fluctuate. You've got a metronome as well. This is really interesting. You've got a reset zoom, and you've got a volume control. You can save it as a new song as well, and you can extract stems. Wow, what a lot of functionality, guys. This is all new. This is beta, obviously. The legacy editor was quite different, so I'm not going to go into that right now. You've got my edits here as well, so I presume what you change, it will show up on here. And you've got edit for the vocals. So on here, you've got lyrics of the existing ones. If I just highlight one, static stream, okay, I could go to new lyrics. Yeah, so you click on new lyrics. And instead of stream, you could go beam, okay? And so that's going to be about half a second change. And I'm going to click replace. So let's see how this copes. I love the animation on here. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it uses credits while you're actually editing. That's something that I haven't thought about, to be fair. So what is coming up now, a bit like the same with generating a song, it's just replacing that section that we've defined. And this is like a half a second, guys. Wow. And it's given 2 examples, I think. So here we go. So we've got new lyrics on here. Hang on, sorry, got to backtrack. Okay, I need to zoom out first of all so that I can... Not sure where it's done that. Oh yeah. That's nailed it. That's absolutely nailed that edit. That is amazing. Cool. Interesting. Very interesting. So you're able to change your lyrics. What else can you do? You can shorten sections. Don't think you can expand sections, can you? Oh, okay, that's just more about the section as a whole. Okay, you can add new sections, so you can define exactly what you want, create a section, alternatives generating, so you can put in a brand new section if you want to, and it will generate that. This gives so much control, guys. This is huge, absolutely huge. You can split areas as well if you want to, change more, duplicate, you can copy, you can delete. Wow, this is massive. Absolutely crazy. And you can do a new section as well if you want to, which is really cool. So you can put in new lyrics if you want to. In fact, where's the instrumental section? Because that's what I really would like to use. Can't see an instrumental button on here. And oh yeah, because if you wanted new lyrics, then you'd do that. So I'm just going to have this button on here, extend 10 credits. Okay, so that is requiring credits to actually do that, which is fine. That's fair enough. Okay. Now what you can also do, you can move just by dragging. So if you wanted verse 3 before the bridge and let go, then it will regenerate that for you. You know, then what it tries to do, it tries to be consistent. So it'll try and match up the verses with the choruses, etc. So when it transitions into the new section, it'll try and do that for us. That is pretty amazing. So we've covered changing lyrics and melodies, we've added a new section, we've extended the song, we've rearranged the song by dragging, and I've already shown you the extract stems feature as well. So you do have to bear with it as well, just to let you know. Still waiting for this My Edits feature. Ah, here we are, look. So My Edits feature, it shows you exactly what we've done, what sections to replace. I don't know if there's a delete option on here. There's an insert option on here. You're also able to make the waveforms larger. It's like having your own digital audio workstation here. I mean, I think that's amazing. You've got a reset button on here as well. So I think that's pretty damn amazing, to be fair with you. Okay, again, I'll click pause and it'll just finish it straight away. So let's have a look. Okay, that wasn't perfect, so you'd probably need to regenerate that. This is the new extended part. Wow. Now what's interesting is you could hear that fade live, something you can't do with Audacity and other waveform editors, so that's amazing. And then you can save it as a new song. That is pretty wild, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, if I go back to home, what I wanted to show you now, and I go to the create button. Okay. So what you've got, if you want to create a brand new song, okay, you've got simple and you've got custom, right? So it's using the new model 4.5, which again is still in beta at the moment. So I'm going to go auto lyrics. I don't want to upload anything at the moment, but if I did, I can have it up to 8 minutes long, which is really cool. That's amazing. So I'm going to do a new generation here. So I'm going to put in synthwave styled, catchy track with funk bass. Okay, and now what you've got is advanced options. Okay, so this is a new section. This is great. This is a negative prompt, guys. So you've got exclude styles in here, which is just excellent. I love that, because if there's something you absolutely can't stand, jazz, then you can put that in. But look at these sliders, okay? Now you've got weirdness here. Now on the tooltip it says turn it up for wild, unexpected results. I like being a bit crazy, as you can probably tell, so I'm going to whack that up to 70%. Style influence, so turn it up to match your style description, how much you want it to stick to what you've prompted, okay? So I'm going to make that about 65%. Very accurate, isn't it? And enter song title, which I'm not going to bother with. I'm not going to put it in its own workspace. You've got save prompt, which I didn't even realize, so that's pretty cool. And you can click clear all as well if you want to. So it's going to produce me 2 generations, and remember SUNO 4.5 is pretty quick, to be fair. It's already done the title for me, it's already worked out the lyrics, it's got the text prompt in here, now it's working on the artwork, and it's done. I just can't get over how quick it is, guys. So let's have a listen now with Neon Groove. Here we go. Right in the lights, yeah, we're chasing the glow. City alive with the vibe that we know. I'm already thinking now, with the tools that we've now got with SUNO, that extracting stems for the backing vocal will be just that it'd be really good. Oh yeah. Funky bass. Oh yeah. Got me moving my feet. Come on.
the stars where the rhythm's complete. Oh, we're cruising through the neon haze. Hey.
Love that. Love that. That's a really good example, actually. Let's check the next one. Definitely not jazz. The quality of 4.5. Honestly, this makes it number one at the moment. It really, I love Udio. I absolutely adore Udio, especially with its composition. But SUNO on the quality now is just above and beyond.
Riding the lights, yeah, we're chasing the glow. City alive with the vibe that we know. Funky bassline got me moving my feet. Under the stars where the rhythm's complete. Oh, we're cruising through the neon haze. Electric dreams in the city's maze. Funk in my soul.
Love that. Honestly, the results now are just crazy, absolutely crazy. What I do love is you've got now like a similar section on here, so you can find similar tracks that have been produced by other people, and you're then able to remix them. And this is by myself that's similar. So if you've done like loads of generations and you're like, I'm sure there was a track similar to that I generated, then it'll be showing up on here as well, hopefully. So the remix function is kind of really encouraging you to use it. There was a lot of criticism when this remix function, sorry, I need to show you. When this remix function started, there you go, you got remix down the bottom right. When this remix actually happened, it's like, people weren't sure about it, but then you needed to opt in to be able to offer your songs to be that, so people are a bit happier. So, you know, it's personal preference really, but the remix function, you can make a cover, you can extend it, you can reuse the prompt, you can adjust the speed as well. So if I cover a particular track, you then get the original on here, where you can put in new lyrics or automatically recreate them, or just make it instrumental if you want to. And then you can click on the remix button and it will start generating, and it's got an audit trail of that. So when you click on the track, you'll see that it's the original track name with remix in brackets, which is really good to know. And yeah, it just does its thing. It's crazy. So there you go. I think that's pretty much all the updates. Let me quickly play it. So this is the remix. That's amazing. So yeah, so it's very good at doing remixes now as well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and like, comment. Let me know what you think of this latest update. Does it give you enough control? Do you want more control in terms of what it's actually offering? I think it's amazing, personally. I'm really happy with this stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.